Okay, I got this come on this Bugatti. I'm strong in this Bugatti. 2 V8 ain't no such thing as driving.
Oh, hey guys, so I'm driving to Orange County right now to go pick up my daughter, and I thought that on the way there, since there's like a whole bunch of traffic, I might as well answer some questions. So let's start with the most recent question as of right now that I've seen on my Facebook thingy, Shish Kebab. Andrew Duckett, he says, hey, great videos. I'm a poolie and was wondering if I should try to get a marine handbook before I leave, and if I do, what should I study the most? Oh there, devil pup, you don't really need a marine handbook. That's the thing. Whoever told you you need it, if it was your recruiter, that's cool. Maybe you do. But you don't really need it because while in boot camp, you're going to learn everything that you need to know. And everything is going to get pounded into your head that, trust me, you're not going to forget something. Yes, you actually do study in boot camp, and you actually do take a test in boot camp about the knowledge you've learned. But it's going to be fairly simple. You learn ditties, and ditties are stuff like acronyms that help you remember simple things from marching to just simple orders like BAMSs, which stands for Begin Planning, Arrange Recon, Make Recon, Complete Planning, Issue Order, Supervise. Simple stuff like that. And there's another one. The characteristics of an M16, which is LM gas, lightweight, magazine fed, gas operated, air cooled, shoulder fire weapon. Those are ditties, and the Marine Handbook is gonna help you learn these things. Yeah, but also you're gonna learn them in boot camp. So if you want, you can study them, and you can study the most on drill and facing movements and stuff like that, and some Marine Corps history of, like, you know, the Marine Corps was founded in 1775. If you want to really study the handbook, you might as well use it and study just the history of the Marine Corps, because that's what they're gonna kind of quiz you the most about. But then again, I took the test 3 years ago, which was in boot camp, so it might be different now. Who knows? But yeah, that's cool of your little Marine Handbook thing. That's what I think of the Marine Handbook. I don't really think you might need it. If you paid a lot of money for it, I'm sorry, but I don't really think you need it, honestly, man. Also, for those of you females that are watching this, yeah, I'm still engaged, by the way, and I'm still taken. But also, there's a new female that works in my shop now, and she likes my videos, and she's like, oh, Corporal, your videos are so cool. Well, she hasn't said that, but yeah, anyways, I think she's willing to, like, do a video with me of, like, I'm gonna be asking questions about, how was boot camp for you, what you do at boot camp, and you know, just ask her any questions. So any of you females that are out there that are waiting to go to MEPS or boot camp, feel free to ask me any questions on Facebook. Would be more preferable. Be better if you ask me on Facebook, because I'm always, like I said, I'm always on Facebook. So if you like my link or whatever, and if you go to my little fan page thing, and and you're a female and you want to know about females in boot camp, feel free to leave a question or comment or anything that you want to know about boot camp and females at boot camp. So make sure you ask your questions before next week. Just ask me questions and stuff. I'm pretty much making people that are married sound like they have the easy way, but no, I was married once before, and it's not that great. I mean, if you really love that person, then yeah, it's going to be fun, but if you're 18 or 19, I do not recommend that you get married. I know you love that person, and I know that you really care for that person, and of course, no one can stop you from marrying that person, but I just highly recommend that you wait a couple years before you get married. Not because of my personal beliefs or anything like that, it's just I've seen a lot of marriages fail in the Marine Corps because they're so young. Because they think that, oh, you know, I'm out on my own now, so I can make money, blah, blah, blah. No, it's just a whole bunch of stuff comes in. One, like, when a girl turns 21, she wants to go out and party. Same with the guy. She wants to go out and party and have fun. And you can't really do that when you're married. Like, you can, but it's not going to be the same. Like, and it gets to the point where the guy wants to go out and hang out with his buddies, or vice versa, or the girl wants to go out and have fun with her girlfriends and stuff like that. So it's not as simple as it sounds. Then again, also, I feel like I'm that Chevroni guy, you know, the guy that talks about relationships, and military relationships, who hasn't been in the military, or has been in the military but not for that long. I don't know his story, but he has some cool advice anyways. But since I've been in the military for 3 years, and I have seen a lot of married couples, and I was married before, and I did have a few relationships in the military, I kind of know a few things about relationships. So, one, being in the military is going to really test your marriage, and really test your love also, your love for one another. The late working hours sometimes being on duty 24 hours where you can only see your wife for a little bit, and then I would be on post. Deployments, it's just different stuff that really tests that marriage. So before you get married, just make sure that your significant other is willing to put up with that. And of course, if you go to boot camp and she cheats on you or does something behind your back, don't even bother. I should have done that. Just don't even bother. You're better off being single, trust me. When I was married, I didn't hate my life, but, all my friends would go out. They would go out drinking, go out to a bar, have fun, go to the beach, go to the mall, all these kinds of crazy stuff. And I wouldn't, because I was married and I wanted to stay faithful, so I would stay in the barracks and be miserable and depressed because I couldn't see my wife at the time or my baby. So, yeah. But when I got stationed, I got divorced, and then I was single again, and I got to go out, have fun, meet new people, make out with random girls, all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, I'm not the best looking guy either, and I got to, hang out with, random hot chicks and stuff, just because, the people that, when I went to that unit, the people in that unit already knew a whole bunch of people around that area. So they were like, hey, dude, you want to go to a party? And I'm like, yeah. So, I would go out and party and stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope my fiance doesn't kill me after seeing this. But, yeah, just keep that in mind that, marriage is a big, big, big step. Not only in just civilian life, but it's even a bigger step in the military life. So just keep that in mind. Don't just do a contract marriage or do a marriage so you guys can get money, because you eventually get caught and you will be in a lot of trouble. So don't do that. And also the emotional stress between you both is going to go through the roof. So just keep that in mind, please. And, I'm not just talking out of my ass here. I'm actually trying to be legit. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. My phone is under my camera, so that's why it's been vibrating a lot. And I'm going to grab another one of these, because it's been a long, long week. And, ew. Oh yeah, go to the fan page, like it, love it, get some more of it.